Good morning, y'all. It's Sunday morning. It's April 7th and it's 60 degrees out here, so it's a little warmer, but I'm still gonna wear this coat because it gets cold. And I'm Rachel and I'm gardening for butterflies and for myself on the Alabama Gulf Coast in zone 9A. And I'm so excited about to show you so many things. And I just had a surprise. I have a butterfly to release. So that's the first thing that we're gonna do. I found a butterfly and I've been doing a lot of stuff. I've actually been working in the garden this week. So come along with me and see what's been happening. I have a fresh eastern black swallowtail butterfly that has emerged this morning. I just noticed it right as I was about to walk out the door. Isn't it beautiful? And its wings are not dry. It must have just emerged. So I'm going to put it on a flower. We'll put it on, what shall we put it on? You know what? Let's put it on this Queen of Sweden rose because it is so gorgeous. And I'm sure it will stand out really beautifully on this rose. So let's put that. There you go. Step off. Step off. There. So it will stay right here and dry its wings and then fly away. Let's see if I can get in close. Ah, so gorgeous, y'all. Isn't that exciting? I've been having lots of adventures in the garden. I think I've already told you how I planted out, but I haven't done anything yet with it. Again, these Salvia leucantha right here. So I've got 6 of them right here. And then I pulled over my Desdemona rose so I could see it from the window. And I planted some Salvia so that they'll cover that pot and those will get big. But I've really been enjoying this Desdemona. Oh, it is so spectacular. And I love getting to see it from the window. Then something that's been a surprise has been the Emily Bronte rose. See, I had my roses, I think I planted some of them in the ground a while back, and then armadillos kept digging around them, and so then I dug them back up and I put them in pots. But I didn't do that for this Emily Bronte rose because it just looked scraggly and sad anyway. And now it is spectacular. It's about to just open up all over, but these blooms are so interesting. Now here, this looks like, you know, what you would expect a rose to be, but when it opens up, and I have other videos of this, look at that, just interesting, intricate petal arrangement. But so there might be some changes right here in the front. Well, there is. I had to take out that fern leaf lavender, one of them drowned. Look at this. And I need to put some strings here to help this clematis. But look, it looks like it's about to bud. It's about to bloom. I mean, it's in bud. And then I got another clematis when I went to Petals from the Past. And I have put it over here. I'm sorry, I'm going too fast. I should slow down, sorry. I've put it in a pot right here, and I hope it will grow up the rose arbor right here. I'm gonna put some strings to help it. Oh yes, that Queen of Sweden rose is perfect for this eastern black swallowtail butterfly to stay and dry its wings. It needs to warm up. It is 60 degrees out here. I think I already told you all that. I had some adventures. I ordered some grasses from Bluestone, I think it's Bluestone perennials. And I got them, I planted them out. And then yesterday I went to Beach Blooms. It's on Canal Road, and they had some cool things, and I'll talk about them later. But I haven't potted them up because I ran out of steam. But I forgot to tell y'all that I also got this wasabi coleus earlier in the week. Doesn't that look phenomenal in that blue pot? Oh, wow. I planted that out yesterday, and I'm really thrilled with it because it's just, you know what would be fun? Having some creeping Jenny grow over the sides. I might end up doing that. This is the view from my kitchen window. It looks like just a collection of pots right now. I know it's a little sporadic and stuff. One of the things that I've been trying to do when I've been potting things up and putting them out, because this may not be the place that everything stays. I try to, let's see if you can see it. And I don't know if it would be considered the rule of thirds or whatever, but I try to take things that are the same kind of color shade and put them kind of in like thirds, triangles, like color, those kind of colors, you know. And trying to do the same thing with the chartreuse. It may not be standing out as much right now because things have not really grown on more, but that's the way I like to see it, just chartreuse, you know, little triangles of colors, pink. So I guess because it keeps your eye moving, and I want to see all the colors, you know. So that's just kind of a little bit what my plans have been with that. You know, it's like pink. Let's see, where is it? It's pink right there and pink, you know. And just with the pinks and with the purples and with the chartreuses and with the silvery stuff. But I really did want this to look kind of like a Pete Aldoff design. It's not there yet, but what I've got in mind is just having some grasses that are kind of moving. And I think that the fennel, when it grows up, because I have quite a bit of it and some of it's still making it, like there's fennel there. I've got some fennel somewhere here, over there, and it's gonna grow up really tall and be kind of feathery. So it won't be as like chunky, because right now it looks very chunky with just the pots and everything small. What I'm hoping things will do once they, like this has, you can hardly tell where that pot is, see? And that's what I'm hoping most of the plants will do once they grow out. Last night I stumbled upon this kind of color combination that I'm loving so much. And like if I had like a regular flower bed, I would love to take these things and like maybe repeat them over and over again. But I love the white of this diamond frost euphorbia, and then the gray green of this grass that I can't remember the name of, and then the silveriness of this artemisia, the pink of this salvia, and then the lavenderiness of this penta. Well, it's a pale pink, but it's a lavendery. And then right behind it you can see fennel. But can you just not imagine this just huge? And I'm just loving this combination. Oh, you know what? And in the background, even better, right here, see that I just potted that up last night. That is the dang it, I cannot think of it right now. Oh, it came to me. It's Purple Majesty Millet, and it's got a stripe of like burgundy in it right now, but it will be like more burgundy as it grows. But doesn't that look good with all these other things? Man, this is a really, really cool combination of color and texture. I really wish I had like a protected space where I could grow this together so you couldn't see the pots right now, but hopefully it will turn into that later in the season. Something that I did kind of spur of the moment, I've been loving so much, and I don't even know if it's because they're in the ground and they're still there and they're doing great, or it is the color too, but it's all that Everillo right there, Carex Everillo. That just makes me so happy. I just love looking over there at it. It's just so, they're growing so well and so happy, and they haven't been dug up by armadillos. And I'm just like, you go, grass, you go. What I want most from this area right here is I just want this stuff to grow really tall and keep me from having to see into the backyard, my neighbor's backyard. The grass did grow last year, the lemongrass, and I think one of my grasses is dead, but I just want them to grow really fast and really tall and really thick so that I can't see through that anymore. I just want a little privacy. I was talking to a fellow gardener yesterday who gardens here in Orange Beach, and she also was saying how things have been a little slow to take off this year. And I think one of the things, the only thing that I can think of that's really happened is it's been chillier than usual here for a spring. But I went ahead yesterday and put these stones down for this little path right here. So now I can walk through here and not get muddied. But yes, this scraggly looking thing is gonna be the Salvia forest. You just have to imagine it. I think I showed this last week, but I'm really enjoying this Chinese forget-me-not. It just came up out of the blue, I guess from seeds that were there, left over from last year or the year before. The bog garden is coming back to life and filling in, and I've got a close-up from earlier this week of the Venus flytrap bloom. It's got one bloom open now, and I've looked for those other pitcher plants. I don't know if they're gonna come back. I'm so sorry. I don't see any of them here at all. I've got this one that I've had always, and then that one over there I need to cut off the old stuff. And then everything else in here is an interesting something or other that I don't know the name of. The seedlings all seem to be doing well. Something strange about them though is they're just staying small. Some of them are. This one I was really thrilled about. I can't wait to have it grow, and it seems to be the same size every time I'm looking at it. But it's golden hyssop, golden anise hyssop. So that's gonna have some chartreuse that I can put in the garden, because I looked it up this week. I looked up chartreuse gardens, and because I wanted to see if anybody has made a garden that's just like all chartreuse all the time. But not many people have. But I think I'm gonna do something a little bit mad. Okay, and all of these right here are coleus. They're all different. This was a mixed seed container. So you can see right here, this one is gonna be kind of lemony, and then that one's gonna have some red in it. You just never know what you're gonna get. So I'm excited about that, because I do love coleus. They bring so much continuous color to the garden. So I'm looking forward to splashing that around. This is why I love growing Thai basil from seed. Look at it. Almost every single one came up. It's awesome. It loves to live. It loves to grow from seed here on the Alabama Gulf Coast. And then here, these are like wildflower seeds, mostly. These are that my friend Joe gave to me, and it took them a long time to germinate, but actually they are growing, which I'm super thrilled about. I've got Gulf Coast penstemon right here, and this is aquatic milkweed. Then, oh, this one's something. I hope this is actually what this is, because I don't know. I should look it up. But it's it's pipe vine, and I really want it really badly. And then these should be pink salvia, and you know what? They look like salvia. Okay, so yeah. So sometimes when I'm sowing seeds, I lose track of where I put them in the thing even before I've labeled them. So that's why I'm just kind of like, I don't know. That could be what it is. It could not be. I couldn't tell you. This is the Salvia locantha that I repotted last night, and I forgot to show you the rest of it. I was cutting off the base of the matted roots when I was videoing, and then I stopped doing that, and I potted it up, and I forgot to show you anything else about it. But I chose a bigger pot. See, I have the same size pot for this Salvia leucantha and that Salvia leucantha. So I was like, you know what? It needs a big pot, not a small one, because they get huge. So I put it in this one, and then I stuffed potting soil all around the edges, and then I watered it in really well, and I think it's gonna have good drainage. And just imagine this just all surrounded with silvery branching things, and the purple. It's gonna just be gorgeous. But look right here, this is Queen of Sweden rose with the Salvia leucantha. And when you zoom in close on the Salvia leucantha, you can see that the branches have got this kind of velvety white, silvery gray look to them. It's just gorgeous in itself, even without the flowers yet. And here you can see this Salvia leucantha has got some little flowers just starting to pop out. But what's so great about them is they get long, and they're so generous with their nectar and their beauty, and hummingbirds cannot resist them. I mean, absolutely cannot. They drink from them so much. Velvety, sweet, sweet, velvety flowers. I really can't sing the praises of Salvia leucantha enough, especially for growing down here, because it loves it. This is that color combination that I'm enjoying from the backside now, and with the addition of the chartreuse. Oh gosh, y'all, I could have a whole garden of just that. Of course, you know, I would need more than that, but that's the color combination and everything that's just thrilling me this morning. Look at the different kind of blossomy cluster that this is an American wisteria, and it's like smaller, and the scent, it doesn't have much of a scent. I guess the Chinese wisteria must smell better, but this is the one that is a larval host plant for a lot of different things. So that's why it's so good to have, and also it doesn't get crazy like the Chinese one does, but it's delicate, and it's sweet. I ordered some grasses from Bluestone Perennials. I think this is the first time I've ordered from them, and I didn't want to have to drive all over Kingdom Come to find some grasses, so that's why I went ahead and ordered them, and I'll show you what they are. Okay, so it's pretty cool how they got this packed. There's a little handle here, and you pull it out like that, and then there's another one here, and you pull it out like this. So I got 3 of these cool as ice fescues, and they look really good, don't they? And they came in these things that are biodegradable, so it must be some sort of core thing. So it says, remove the shrink wrap label, place the pot in a hole, and fill with soil, firm soil, and water deeply. It's made from 100% coconut fibers. And even the little shrink wrap thing right here, it says is recyclable, but you know how that goes. It's a number 3. I don't know if that's any good or not, but so that's really cool. And then these don't look so great. It looks like they must have dropped the box in the shipping process, but it's Penstemon Little Bunnies, and it's a dwarf fountain grass. It says it's got buff colored plumes, and it shows chocolate blush in the fall. And I am excited about these because they looked really cute in the catalog, and yeah, I'm gonna put these all in pots. I'm going to cut the bottoms out of these core pots because I want my grass to really flourish in the pots that they're gonna be in. Wow, y'all, that was harder than it looked. I used this bread knife to just kind of cut the edges out, but man, how could this plant have escaped these core pots? It's crazy. I just took some grass out of some pots, and it had all formed something like this at the very bottom in just 1 year. So I hope this works. I hope this is better. The rue is blooming. giant swallowtail caterpillar. This is on my Caracara orange tree. Here is my darling little kind of public native garden that we've got planted out, and the phlox has been spectacular. This phlox I planted last year, and it filled in and it bloomed even through the freeze. It smells incredible, just these big stands of it. And I've got several different salvias here that I showed you when I bought them, but I've never had this kind before, so I'm excited about it. And then I've got pentas right here and blue-eyed grass, and then this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous mystic spires. Look at the bloom on that. Isn't it not? It's phenomenal. So I know that I don't have, I think mine at home is an indigo spire, because the flowers on mine are longer and thinner than those. Let me just zoom in here. Oh, well, maybe I can zoom in on this one. It's just so gorgeous. And then on the other side, pretty much have the same stuff planted. But I have Stokes aster that made it through the freeze. And look how massive it is. Let me just show you with my hand. See how huge that is? And I planted a bunch more. I put this on cinematic because I thought that would be more interesting, but maybe not. Yeah, so it's gonna look good when it fills out. And I also have obedient plant in here, a bunch of it coming back from last year right there. And then this is some, I think it's tick seed. It's gonna have a yellow flower on it, but it will get full and lovely. And of course I had to put in a down here a coral nymph salvia right here in the center. Emily Bronte in full bloom, and Emily Bronte in bud, and it's in the ground. It's grown so big. I'm just wondering if it's supposed to be like a climbing rose. I haven't cut it back, but look at that. It's draping down and it's got buds all over it. This is, I had not dug it up because it looked so sad in past years. And now it looks like one of the best ones. Best roses that I have. This is the Venus flytrap bloom. Isn't it beautiful? Here is a weed that you probably come across quite a bit. It's Virginia plantain, but it's got a lot of medicinal uses. And so I'm gonna leave this in case I need it as medicine for later. Desdemona is such a beauty, just an absolute gem of a rose. Look, I happen to have fleabane growing in the yard, and it's so bright and cheerful. I can see it all the way across from the other side of the garden. It was last night that I videoed this darling fleabane, and then I came out this morning and look, the top of it has been bit off, and 3 feet away there is a pile of incriminating deer poop. So they came to the front yard and found the one thing that was yummy to eat and ate it. Y'all, if you are in Orange Beach, guess what? We have got an amazing new place here called Beach Blooms. It's in front of the Sherman-Williams paint store on Canal Road, and they have so many goodies here. I'm so excited about getting to get all these goodies, and I'll show you what I bought. They have some gorgeous combo planters out here, just so phenomenal. I love the colors. Look at this one. Oh, it's so beautiful. There are so many varieties of awesome things. Look, they have pentas and gomphrena, and they've got milkweed, and just so many goodies, so many interesting things. Some grasses, citronella, ferns, and they have different things here every time I come, so you never know what goodies you're gonna find. Look at all of these gorgeous, gorgeous colors. So much variety and so much color. Here's what I got at Beach Blooms. Look at this. Look how pretty that is. 2 salvias. And these are the unplugged pink. I don't think I've ever had these before. I did have, I think I had rockin' pink, magenta, something one time. But these look different. The shape of the leaves is slightly the same, but the ones that I got, I think they were too small. These are gonna be huge. And then I got 2 of these licorice plants. I've never had this before. And I saw it in, and I think I showed it to you. It was kind of like a basket that had several different plants in it. And it was kind of growing out and long and trailing slightly. So I'm gonna put these, I'm actually gonna put these in pots too, but I'm so excited about having something new and silvery and having something bright pink and fun. The hummingbirds are gonna go crazy over it because I already have them here. And I don't have any blooms on my salvia yet, so I'm so excited about having these. Here's Emily Bronte fully open, and then here it is slightly open. Look at the difference in color, but isn't that an interesting change? So gorgeous, and it smells delicious. I got to show you the difference between a healthy fern leaf lavender, which is this plant right here, and one who has drowned in its pot, which it makes me so sad. But I discovered that it was wilty, and I thought, oh no, has it not been getting enough water? But no, it had drowned in the pot, because I think what happened is I put it on top of some big mulch, and one of the big pieces must have blocked the drainage hole, so it literally drowned in the pot, and it has not come back. So I'm about to have to yank it out and put something else in that pot. I'm very sad about it too, because it was looking so lovely. That looks so pretty and so cheerful, and then you look under it and you're like, oh my goodness, that's a little creepy right there. I think it's stink bug. Weird. I'm pretty sure these things can fly. I think I've seen them flying before, but aren't they just bizarre looking? Well, alien looking things. This is extremely exciting. I was just looking all the way across the garden. I had just been over here, and I see there are, oh, let's see, it looks like 3 at least of, this is an eastern black swallowtail caterpillar, and it's on my fennel, and then there's another one right there, and then another one right there. Oh y'all, this is thrilling, thrilling, thrilling. I'm over the moon about this. And then look at this rue. This rue I grew from seed last year, and it is flowering. And rue is a larval host plant. I think it's for eastern black swallowtail also. But don't you love the gray-green foliage of it? It is so lovely. I want more of it. It's kind of a weird looking kind of shape in this pot, kind of hanging out. But it's just really gorgeous, especially with the fennel beside it. Oh my goodness, look! And on my tiny, tiny fennel, here is another eastern black swallowtail caterpillar. Ah, y'all, I just can't get over it. I am thrilled. Thanks to Joe from Joe's Texas Garden, I am about to do something fun. I am about to pop a Gomphrena seedling into my pot with my pansies, because you know they're going to go over. And then the Gomphrena can take over and I can just yank the pansies out. But I can still enjoy the pansies while I let this Gomphrena grow on. And so I'm about to dig a little hole in there, and I'm going to put some of this Osmocote Plus in there. To maybe not this much, you know, I don't know how much, maybe about half this. And then the Gomphrena will be fun little pale pink gumballs of flowers that the butterflies absolutely love. Now that I've got the Gomphrena seedlings sorted, I'm going to put some pine bark mulch. Pine bark mulch. Let's see if you can say that 5 times. Pine bark mulch around the Gomphrena little seedling, so we can hold that moisture in. I got the pine bark mulch from Ace Hardware. I really like it. I don't know what brand it is, but I can't find it at Lowe's, at least, because I've looked for it there. But there, and then we're gonna water the little darling in. Here's my watering can, and hope that it will flourish right here. Here is another plant that I am currently drowning. It's a Salvia leucantha, and you can see it's pale, and some of the leaves are turning yellow, and I thought also that it wasn't getting enough water, but then I tipped it on its side and looked at the bottom, and I already pulled off a lot of the roots, but you can see there is no drainage to that. So I have got to repot this, and I'll show you how I do it. All right, so you can see that this is just super soggy, but also root bound, and I'm gonna cut off about 2 inches of this. I'm using a bread knife. There's probably an actual tool made for this. I don't have one, and I don't think my husband particularly likes me using the knife from the knife set in the kitchen, but you know what? He lets me do it, and that is very kind of him. So I'm just gonna cut that off. Tiny, tiny, oh, did you see it? Tiny frog. Oh, finally, the sedum has bloomed, and just look at that. It is gorgeous. It can stay here. This sassy little dove is just sitting here eating. I'm about 5 feet from it, and it's just staring at me like, what are you gonna do about it? Huh? Huh? Make my day. Y'all, God has just been so good. He has been blessing me so much with butterfly caterpillars and with butterflies too, and I'm so happy that I get to share them with y'all, because it's just makes it a ton better to be able to share these things with y'all. It just thrills my heart, and I just hope that y'all have an awesome week of gardening. And I'm about to go and take a shower and get ready for church, and I hope that y'all have lots of adventures, and I can't wait to hear about them. God bless you. I will talk to you soon. Bye.